Hello class, welcome back. Today we're starting a new unit on decimals and we're going to start off by reviewing place value and rounding. At this time, please turn to your notes on place value and rounding in your student packet. Please pause the video while you take out this paper. When you're ready to begin, press play. For the notes for today, we have the place value diagram. Here's your decimal point. Everything to the left of the decimal point are whole numbers. Everything to the right of the decimal point are parts of whole values. You see that we have tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, millionths. And what I want you to notice is that for decimals, it ends in THS, all of the values. So if we have the number 324, the 2 here, we have 324, the 2 means 2 tenths or 20. So what patterns do you see when you look at the place value in the diagrams below? Everything to the right of the decimal point ends in THS. And you can also see that we start here with ones, tens, hundreds, then you have thousands, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, and the millions. And you have tenths, 100,000ths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, millions. When you read a number out loud, the decimal point is read as and. The numbers read before the and are whole numbers, and the numbers read after the and are decimal numbers to the right of the decimal point. These decimal numbers end at the place value named. 4 and 10 tenths is written as 4 decimal 3. 4 and 300ths reads 4.03. 4 and 300ths. 4 and 3,000ths is written as 4.003. So let's take a look at the next one. We have 3 and 5 tenths. You have 3 and is the decimal, 5 tenths. This is your tenths place. The next one, 40 and 400ths is written as 40. And is your decimal point. And 400ths, you write 0.4. Because if you write 0.4, that would be 4 tenths. But you have 400ths as 0.4. 62 and is your decimal point, 4,000 thousandths. So you have 62 decimal 4 thousandths. This is your tenths, hundredths, thousandths. We have 300 and is your decimal point. So you have 300 and 300ths. So tenths, hundredths. 41 and 4100ths. You have 41 and is your decimal, 4100ths. You have 4100ths. Now we have 18 and 3 tenths. You have 18 and is your decimal, 3 tenths. Now turn over to the back. We have rounding a decimal value. Sometimes you want to shorten a decimal to understand it better. For example, pennies are the smallest value coin in the USA. Since 100 pennies make $1, pennies are represented by the hundredths place. So when I tell you to round to the nearest cent, you're rounding to the nearest hundredths place. But sometimes when you work with money, you have to change the number to make it equal a money amount. So to round to a place value, look one number to the right. If it's 5 or higher, you round up. If it's 4 or below, you keep it the same. All numbers to the left of the rounded numbers stay the same. All numbers to the right either disappear or become 0. To make 8.235 become a money value, we look at the place value of penny, the hundredths. So if we're rounding to the nearest cent, you underline the hundredths value. You circle the number right beside it. 5 or more gets 1 more. 4 or less gets no less. So 5 or more, you have to, it's going to make the 3 go up to a 4. So your answer is $8 24 cents. And that's how you will write it. So we're going to round. So right here, we're going to round these numbers to money values or to the nearest cent. So if we're rounding to the nearest cent, you have to underline the hundreds place, circle the one right beside it. The 3 is going to make the 5 stay the same, so it's $6.25. Let's try one more. We're going to underline the hundreds, circle the number right beside it, which is a thousandths place. The 3 is going to make the 4 stay the same, so your answer is $82.24. Now at this time, please pause the video while you complete C through F on your own. When you're ready, press play and we'll check your answers. So your answer for C is $4.30. The 7 is going to make the 9 go up, which will turn this into 30 cents. For D, 16.995 is going to round to $17. E, 4.082 is going to round to $4.08. For F, 63.759 is going to round to $63.76. And you don't have to worry about these two right here because you don't have a partner to share with. Now please turn to your notes on estimating for adding and subtracting decimals. For the first part, we're going to estimate by rounding. So if we have the number 9.4, 2.7, 12.7, we're going to round to the nearest whole number and then we're going to add. So to round to the nearest whole number, you have to underline the whole number. So we're going to underline 9, and the 4 is going to tell us that the 9 is going to stay the same. So 9.4 rounds to 9, 2.7 rounds to 3, 12.7 rounds to 13. You add them up, your answer is 25. So we're going to estimate by rounding. 2.6 rounds to 3, 0.83 rounds to 1, so your estimated answer will be 4. And this is going to tell us if our answer when we're adding and subtracting decimals is reasonable or not. So at this time, I want you to estimate the following numbers. So I want you to estimate round to the nearest whole number, and then you add or subtract them. So at this time, please pause the video while you complete practice problems 1 through 4. When you're ready to check your answers, press play. And for number 1, 23 plus 11 is about 24. Number 2, 5 minus 2 is 3. Number 3, you have 16 plus 4 plus 15 is 35. And number 4, you have 25 minus 17 minus 3 is 5. Now at this time, I would like for you to please turn to Estimation with Decimal Practice classwork. You're going to complete problems 1 through 7 by rounding to the nearest whole number. Complete the word problems by adding or subtracting, and make sure that if it asks you why or why not, that you are explaining, you're not just giving an answer. So at this time, please pause the video while you complete these 7 problems. When you're ready to check your answers, press play. For problem number 1, Andy is correct because $28.90 is closer to $30. Number 2, he is close, but a better estimation is $12. Number 3, she is correct. Number 4, 15 plus 9 plus 13 plus 12 is equal to 49. His mom is correct. Problem number 5, Susan will need more money because 7 plus 12 plus 4 is equal to 23. Number 6, 24 plus 24 is 48. He does not have enough money. And number 7, 35 plus 21 plus 40 plus 143 is 239, and she has enough money. For homework tonight, you're going to complete Estimating Sums and Differences with Decimals homework sheet. You're going to complete problems number 1 through 8. You're just going to estimate the sum or the difference. Good luck and have a wonderful afternoon.